Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another edition of Boxing Time TV. I'm very excited about this fight. Um, while I'm not sure that I understand how Oquendo is still a title contender today. Hey, you know what? Boxing is boxing, and I think even regardless of titles, um, this is going to be a good fight, and I think at the very least it'll be very, very entertaining. Shannon Briggs has really done some great things in terms of raising more awareness about boxing and about the heavyweight division and making it fun again. We can look at the level of his competition and be like, okay, well, who have you been fighting? But the fact remains, people like him. He's a very positive force in boxing, and as far as American heavyweights go, we have guys coming up like the Deontay Wilders. But Shannon Briggs is still there, and he's making it interesting, and he's a name, and he's someone that people care about. So let's just get right to this fight. As you can see, the odds are even. Um, I believe Shannon Briggs hits a lot harder than Oquendo, so that's going to be really, really interesting. They're very close in age, very close in height. There is a bit of a weight disparity. Also, Shannon Briggs has the edge in reach. Shannon Briggs has many more fights, and Oquendo has 2 more losses. So, but both fighters have only been stopped twice. So let's just get right to this, and I'm excited to see what happens in this heavyweight clash. And here we go. Scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds, 10-point must scoring system, 10-point. I'm sorry, no mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule waived. Once again, my name is Evan Jacobs, and you're watching Boxing Time TV. Shannon Briggs versus Oquendo. Let's see it. Briggs coming out and sort of trying to establish distance, trying to establish some punching range. Probably feels that his power is at the end of his punches and he wants to land. Briggs is moving back, and I'm actually so surprised. Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh wow, what's going on? Oquendo's coming out trying to make a statement, and Shannon Briggs is early on has gotten caught, has gotten something of a wake up call. But Shannon Briggs, very, very relaxed in the ring. I think that's something that comes with age. And let's see what happens if he's able to weather the storm that Oquendo is putting out to him. Good for Shannon Briggs that Oquendo does not hit as hard as Shannon Briggs. However, to quote Buster Douglas, any man over 200 pounds is going to if he hits you, you're gonna feel that punch. Oh man, Oquendo just jabbing Shannon Briggs into the ropes, hitting him with hard left hand punches. Briggs now fighting off the rope a bit. It seems like in some way Briggs was expecting a different sort of fight. When he came out there, it's sort of like he stood in the middle of the ring when he came out and stopped, and sort of was like drawing a line in the sand. And the question is, which Oquendo has shown up tonight, and Shannon Briggs for the moment right now seems to be finding his punching range, seems to be landing his shots, and just sort of seems to wanting to be getting his range and getting his rhythm. And Oquendo has to like what he's seeing. Oquendo has probably fought the better fighters. I believe, I'm going to go to my facts and info on my phone. I believe that Oquendo, he lost to Ruslan Chagayev for a crack at the WBA belt, but he's not been as active as Shannon Briggs. So I'm looking at Oquendo here now, and going to boxing rec. As Oquendo has just come out looking like Joe Frazier here, but Shannon Briggs is landing, and this is a very interesting heavyweight contest. Oh, Shannon Briggs goes into the ropes. Yep, like I said, in 2014, Oquendo's last bout lost a majority decision to Ruslan Chagayev. Right now, Oquendo is just putting it all out there, and I think he's clearly won this first round to the surprise of many. I'm assuming, but let's see what Shannon Briggs, Mr. Let's Go champ, has as we go to the judges. Once again, you're watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs, and one judge has it even, and two of the judges are giving it to Fast Frez Oquendo, and they call him the Big O. Shannon Briggs, Frez Oquendo. Shannon Briggs is on the left side of the screen. Frez Oquendo is on the right. Oh, and Oquendo comes out and lands a hard right hand. Oh, look at Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs standing there popping off his own left hand. These two, like I said, I knew that this was going to be an entertaining fight. I knew this was going to be an enjoyable fight. And the question is which which Shannon Briggs is going to show up, which Frez Oquendo is going to show up. And right now, at the very least, Frez Oquendo seems to be doing okay with things, but we'll see. We'll see how things pan out as this fight goes on. Oh man, Frez Oquendo. Shannon Briggs just, he threw an uppercut that just missed and had it landed. Wow. But Frez Oquendo's doing good work to the body, good work to the head. But man, Shannon Briggs is determined, it seems, to have a better round than he had in that first round. And I gotta be honest, it's surprising that he's spending so much time against the ropes. But this could be a ploy. Maybe he knows that the inactivity of Frez Oquendo it could play a factor, and so he's letting him, expend a lot of energy, and then Shannon Briggs is going to extend this a little bit and then start punishing him. Shannon Briggs certainly is not, losing this fight in any crazy sort of way. It's just, it seems to be that he would be more dominant, but we will have to see if that's even possible. Oh wow, Frez Oquendo going to the body, really landing, doing everything that he can to just try to disrupt Shannon Briggs. And Shannon Briggs right now, in some ways letting Frez Oquendo do things, hitting him to the body, and Shannon Briggs he needs to establish his jab more. He needs to go off of that, and he needs to have more answers for Frez Oquendo, because he's not giving Frez Oquendo, as we're now in the final minute of the second round, he's not giving Oquendo any reason right now to believe that he can't come in like this. And it's a question of he needs to change Oquendo's thinking. But Briggs doing some good work off the ropes. He seems to be better served being in the center of the ring. I'm not sure why he's going to the ropes, and he doesn't want to get hit like that. The judges like that, and they like when the other fighter is dominant and has his opponent against the ropes. And this could very well bode well for Fast Frez Oquendo. But look at that. Look at this right now. Both fighters standing in front of each other, and it really does seem like Oquendo, I don't know, maybe lifted weights, he did something. He is he's just hitting hard, he's in good shape. Briggs, oh look at that. Judges, Briggs, getting 10s across the board. So Briggs closing the gap now, only behind by 1 point as we enter the third round. Oh, look at that. Briggs comes out again, establishing that left jab. Fast Frez is that's the thing, is Briggs is able to neutralize him like that, but then for some reason Briggs is moving into the back of the ropes. Maybe he senses power, maybe something happens, maybe he's wondering about endurance, maybe he believes this is going to be a 12-round fight and wants to have a lot in the tank. We remember his wonderful war with Franz Botha. I mean, that says a lot right there. Once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs, and on the left side of the screen is Shannon Briggs. On the right is Fast Frez Oquendo. Briggs doing a better job of keeping Oquendo at bay now, throwing more shots, landing, and both of these guys just oh, look at that. Briggs trying to time him. Now Briggs going against the ropes again. But he did keep Frez Oquendo for over a whole minute from having him on the ropes. And we got to caution Shannon Briggs. We look at the Darrell Wilson fight. We look at certain things. I don't like Briggs being against the ropes. I really don't. But Frez Oquendo, that's where he wants to keep him, and this is where Frez wants to be. I believe, unless of course this is sort of a little rope-a-dope type thing that I mentioned earlier, that Shannon Briggs is planning on doing against Frez Oquendo. Oh, look at that right hand, man. Man, both of these fighters, and Frez Oquendo's just trying to be steady, very, very workmanlike. Feels like if he goes to the body, that's going to pay dividends, and he's going to the head. Shannon Briggs' defense is getting better, and just as I say that, Briggs gets clipped with an uppercut, but he lands some punches of his own. As these two are trading, we're heading into the final minute. Great heavyweight action, terrific heavyweight action between Shannon Briggs and Frez Oquendo right there. Two left hands, and oh man. This is one of those fights that it's razor thin. It's very, very close, and so it's the little things. It's those things that that each fighter is going to do to make this more of a troublesome contest, to make this more of a close contest, and see which guy can break out and get ahead. Sorry, I got kind of caught on my words there. Oh man, Shannon Briggs taking a hard right hand to the chin. It's interesting. It seemed like earlier in Shannon Briggs' career, his chin got questioned a lot, but then you look at his thing. Wow, him going up against the ropes, man, him going back right there. He's got to not like that. Seemed like he was questioned, because of the knockout loss to Darrell Wilson and Lennox Lewis. But, he's come back from that. The computer now saying that Briggs is tired. However, looks like Briggs is going to take this round. And Shannon Briggs is now ahead in this fight, 88-86. The question is, what can Frez Oquendo do? What can Frez Oquendo do now because he wants to get back in the driver's seat. And I'll be honest, if this goes to 12 rounds, I think we're going to see a seesaw the whole way. I think Oquendo's going to get ahead at some point, and then Briggs is going to get ahead, and both of these guys, look at this. Frez Oquendo sort of going for broke. Shannon Briggs, if you notice something, started off this round by going to the rope, so he may be tired. One doesn't know. Oh, sorry about that. It's cold out here, and it's raining a lot in California. And, you usually don't hear sneezes on normal boxing broadcasts. But as you probably know about Boxing Time TV, my name is Evan Jacobs. You can follow me on Instagram at Boxing Time with Evan. This is not a normal boxing broadcast, and it's the kind of thing that, hey, you get everything here. You hear me drinking my water, you hear me rubbing my hands. I just get very, very excited as I'm watching this. I clap my hands. It's hard not to. This is great action from two very good heavyweights. And, I give Frez Oquendo credit. He burst on the scene with a blitz really of Clifford Etienne. I think knocked him down like 11 times or something. And he held on. He had a loss to David Tua, but he's a scrappy guy. But in the way that like John Ruiz was scrappy, and I believe that they fought. I believe Ruiz won. Shannon Briggs the same way, and he became before Frez Oquendo. In fact, Shannon Briggs sort of helped usher in a new era of heavyweights, and it makes one wonder. Had Shannon Briggs not had some of the problems that he had. Oh, look at that right there. He is just popping Frez Oquendo. That's the thing. For Shannon Briggs, it is all about distance in this fight. The more he can keep, look at that boxing. The more he can keep Frez Oquendo at bay, the better. But man, Frez Oquendo is coming back with body shots. Frez Oquendo is just powering through it. And when he gets close, he's letting his hands go. I give him credit. So far it does not look like his long layoff has affected him too much. Oh man, Shannon Briggs just boxing and befuddling him and keeping him at bay. And man, I give Shannon Briggs. Oh, right there, takes a left hand. Realistically, he's got to be realizing I'm having better success when I'm not on the rope. So there he gets clipped by Frez Oquendo. But Shannon Briggs has to be thinking, man, I'm not, I'm having better success when I'm not on the ropes. So I'm not sure why he keeps going back there. Oh, it's saying that he has a bruised rib now. And Frez Oquendo is pulling. Oh, he pulled ahead by one judge's scorecard. Otherwise, it was even. Let's see what happens now as we head into the fifth round. Is the bruised rib going to be a factor? I mean, this is a real let's go champ moment, and I'm sure there's people screaming this. And when the real fight happens, this is a simulation. Let's be honest. I mean, we all know that, but man, when the real fight happens, it's going to be interesting to see. People are probably going to be screaming, "Let's go, champs!" from the rafters. And Briggs does not want to get hit too much to the body, but going to the ropes, he's sort of making it happen. And the question is, can he? We know that he has the power. Can he summon that? Oh, look at that! Look at that! He wobbles Frez Oquendo. Look at that! Just as I'm saying it, can Briggs pull it out? Yes, it seems like he probably can. The question is, is he going to be able to? Is he going to be able to? As he boxes well off the ropes, he's showing some better defense. He really just shook up Frez Oquendo there. And look, Frez Oquendo's not even coming forward as much now. He's giving Frez Oquendo pause. Frez Oquendo had to. I mean, he felt that power, and it's a question of, can Shannon Briggs follow up on that power? Both fighters sort of, tired now. They've thrown a lot of punches for heavyweights, and we're only in the fifth round. We're not even halfway through this fight. We're halfway through the fifth round. Man, the tide just keeps turning, and Shannon Briggs, just when it looks like maybe he's starting to sort of go the other way a little bit, pulls it back and really sends a statement to Frez Oquendo. And right now showing good defense, staying off the ropes. This is right where he wants to be. He doesn't need to be that much off the ropes, but he needs to be off the ropes in order to be successful against Frez Oquendo. All right. We're now in the final minute of this simulated boxing match between Shannon Briggs and Frez Oquendo. Shannon Briggs is on the left side of the screen. Frez Oquendo is on the right side of the screen. You are watching Boxing Time TV. Oh, look at that. Shannon Briggs goes against the ropes now. Frez Oquendo is really picking his shots, because he does not want to get countered and hit the way that he got hit earlier in the round. Man, look at that. Look at that. Just when Frez Oquendo thinks he's getting something going again, Shannon Briggs landing, and man, this is both fighters showing great skill, great heart, and great chins. This is just an incredible contest. A truly a test of wills. All right. Oh, look at that. And Frez Oquendo ending the round with a hard left hand. All right. So Briggs has a bruised rib, and they're saying that he's tired. They're saying that Oquendo's tired. The judges are giving that round to Frez Oquendo. Oh, and some are even giving him it by 10-8. Let's see what happens now, as now Shannon Briggs is behind by 5 points against Frez Oquendo. Oh, look at that. Shannon Briggs coming out with a right hand, and Frez Oquendo is going to look to equalize that a little bit. And man, this is a contest. This is a hotly contested contest, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see who ultimately can pull away, who ultimately can really become dominant in this fight. And I think Frez Oquendo was looking to do that here, but Shannon Briggs certainly has ideas of his own. And I give Frez Oquendo a lot of credit coming off of that layoff. He is landing well. He's fighting at a very fast pace, and so far not looking like any signs of slowing down. And as I look throughout his career, I don't remember stamina. Oh, Frez Oquendo wobbling Shannon Briggs, getting Shannon Briggs against the ropes. We know that Shannon Briggs, he's got to be yelling, "Let's go, champ!" I'm sure he's talking to him in there. "Let's go, champ!" Oh, look at that body shots. Oh, and he just gets plastered against the ropes with another right hand from Frez Oquendo. Frez Oquendo really letting it all out here in the sixth round, and as we're seeing, man, Shannon Briggs is just taking he's getting hit. He's taking a lot of shots, but man, he is tough. He's a tough guy, and it'd be very easy, for him to just lay down and say, "Hey, I got a title shot, and this is what I, I've gone as far as I can go here, but man, he is, and he's wobbled, he's hurt here, but Oquendo not able to follow up as well as he would like, and man, becoming not academic, but we're seeing this, round after round, Oquendo just letting it go against the ropes, and he's fighting a tremendous fight, and these two guys, I have respect for anyone that gets in the ring, and I know that these two fighters, do as well. And this is, this is the hurting business, and it really does seem like, oh, look at that, Shannon Briggs coming in with that pesky left hand, trying to make something happen here as we're in the final minute of the first round. Shannon Briggs, oh wow, gets a body shot as Oquendo coming up, and Oquendo coming up top now and to the body. Shannon Briggs' defense, it reaches a point where this could become a really desperate situation for Shannon Briggs, because if he gets a bruised rib, the judges will stop it. And the thing is, ultimately, he's just got to let his hands go more, and he's got to have distance with Oquendo. From the beginning of this fight, he's gone against the ropes, and they're still saying that he has a bruised rib. They're saying that both fighters are tired, but man, Oquendo won that round big, and they're giving it to him 10-8, 10-8. And other judges are giving it to him 10-8, 10-8. As we're now through the halfway point of this round on Boxing Time TV, my name is Evan Jacobs. You can follow me on Instagram at Boxing Time with Evan. Shannon Briggs comes out, and he's moving in a way that's probably gonna, as you can see, he's going to the ropes, and he's letting Oquendo sort of smother his shots. And Shannon Briggs really needs to draw that line in the sand and be able to get distance between his shots. And right now, Oquendo, while not fully pulling away, is starting to pull away from Shannon Briggs in this fight. And it reaches a point where, Shannon Briggs, if he's not getting desperate, maybe he should be. Oh man, his body. Oh, look at that. Oquendo's trying with everything that he has, but he just is not able. He's just not able to. Oh man, Oquendo hitting him really, really hard. I mean, he has Briggs hurt. The question is, Shannon Briggs at any point has the equalizer, and that equalizer is his power. And if he can land right, he can hurt Oquendo. But the thing is, Oquendo has been hurt in this fight and did not go down. So let's see what happens here. Shannon Briggs still trying to time him. Mr. Let's Go champ. I know what he's thinking. I know if anyone can pull this out, we know that Shannon Briggs can. He's doing great. He's doing excellent in this contest. As far as showing a lot of heart, it's just, tactically he seems to have made some mistakes, and I think, early on letting Oquendo get him to the ropes could prove to be maybe one of the bigger mistakes. Oh, look at that, Oquendo throwing some shots. Briggs really trying to shore up his defense here. Lands his right hand. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, Briggs ducking and oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh man, these fighters are just oh man. I got to give Shannon Briggs a lot of credit. He is taking a lot of punishment, and it is entered a dire situation. I don't mean to be a doomsayer, but I mean he needs to do more than this, because Oquendo he's having it his way, and Oquendo's fighting smart. He's fighting with caution. He doesn't seem like he's going to get hit with any stray shots, and even when Briggs throws punches, Oquendo's countering him in such a way that even though Shannon Briggs is throwing punches, it really doesn't make a difference right now. Let's see what the judges say as we head into the 8th round. Briggs has a bruised rib. Once again, Oquendo winning that round 10-8, 10-8. And whoa, some of the judges are having it even. One judge has it even. Maybe they're seeing something. Briggs are saying he's very tired. They're saying that Oquendo's tired. Let's see what happens in the 8th round as these two fighters come out here to make war. Briggs coming out. You notice he's not going as far out now. Oh man, Oquendo just reaching him with that pulverizing left jab of his as he sets up his right hand behind it, and Shannon Briggs is very much trying to make the same things happen. Oh, look at that! Oquendo has to be careful because Shannon Briggs just clipped him with a cute left hand that Oquendo did not see coming. And the question is can Oquendo, can he just continue this, not get hit with the big shot? And so far he's showing that he can. And it's Shannon Briggs just seems tired. He seems he's falling behind on points. He's now 13 points behind Oquendo, and that's not where he wants to be. He wants to be dominant. This fight is far from over in terms of rounds. But Briggs gets hurt. Oquendo wobbles Briggs and sends him to the canvas. Let's see. Can Shannon Briggs get up? Can he get up? Come on. Oh man, you know what? Oquendo, give him all the credit in the world. Comes in after a long layoff, and Shannon Briggs gets stopped by Oquendo. And I gotta be honest, I'm very, 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 very surprised. Only just because Shannon Briggs had been so much more busy and had all that momentum behind him. But you know what? That's kind of the way that boxing is. None of that matters when they get in the ring. And Oquendo, wow, what a tremendous performance. And he's got to feel good. Yeah, that whole issue with Ruslan Chagayev and what happened over in Russia, and that's behind him now. Oquendo wins by knockout. He stopped Shannon Briggs in 8 rounds. Briggs was knocked down one time and has a bruised rib. Oquendo was not knocked down. Shannon Briggs is, Oquendo was ahead 68-64, 69-64, and 69-65. A very good fight, interesting fight. I'm glad that we put this together. And as I'm looking here at the odds, I didn't really check those out for this. Oh, I actually don't even have odds for that fight because I don't think that fight's made. I was in Las Vegas. I got a sheet. I wrote down some fights that I thought I should make. Thank you very much for watching Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs, and you can follow me on Instagram at Boxing Time with Evan. We will see you next time, and let me know if there's any fights that you want to see coming up after these couple of fights. A friend of mine, Backpack of Knowledge, said he wants to see Aaron Pryor versus Sugar Ray Leonard, and we're going to be making that. So we have a lot coming up for you. We're just going to continue filling this page with simulated fights, and I thank you all for watching. Oh, sorry.